Once again, we come for your life. We come to your life, and then we believe that the Spirit of the Lord is always giving us new strength, and we believe that the Spirit of the Lord always giving us new power to preach the gospel. You see, preaching this kind of gospel, you need to be empowered. You need to be strengthened, because this gospel has so many things that need to stop it. This gospel has so many opponent things that need to stop it. And then the very, very effective tool that can be stopped in this gospel is the man and the mouth of man, not to preach this gospel again. In other ways, if the devil has to stop this gospel to be preached, he deals with the men. He frustrates men that are preaching gospel. He brings problems to the men that are preaching the gospel. How? You see, devil has a tendency of dealing with the preachers of the gospel financially. He deals with the men of God financially. He locked everything, the finances, and he once again deal with the men of God with the diseases and the sicknesses. And then if not so, the devil will deal with the men of God with the marriage issues. You find that your marriage is just falling apart. And then one other thing is that when the man of God is frustrated by things that are happening around him, it ends up giving the man of God some other thoughts, and some other people will be coming in asking what went wrong and what will be the solution. You see, when you are having the people that are coming into your life asking about the solution of your problems, then you are vulnerable to find the people that will tell you the quickest way of doing things. That is why today we having the preachers of the word that are desperate for money. We have the preachers of the word that are desperate for a miracle. Because when you could perform a miracle, then it means you have money. And when you can have money, it means you can now perform a miracle. Then we end up having the men of God, the preachers of the word of God, that are desperate for money and the miracle. And then when you are desperate for money and the miracle, the world has a way of giving you a money and giving you a strategy of a miracle. And then that results a man of God coming out of the will of God because of the desperation, because of now you are desperate. Then you find yourself following everything that will lead you to the green pastures. You find yourself going anywhere where you think that you will make it and people will clap for you. That is why we have so many gospels in this nowadays, and then we having so many miracles that are taking part. Some of the miracles, they are questionable. And that is the matter of the fact that we as the preachers of the word, we are desperate for the things that is not the right time for God to give to us. But the most important thing for us to do this morning is to wait upon the Lord, is to wait upon the word of God, the God that never changes. Because if we rush unto the things, if we are desperate for the things, the world will have a way of giving us those kind of things that we are desperate about. And then now we need to stand and say, God, if you have made it into the beginning, if you have opened the Red Sea, if you have made me to pass in the waters, and then this time I still trust on you, you can still make a way. And then in this, on doing like this, we will reduce this convoy of the things that are happening in this gospel, which are reasonable, which are questionable. That as a man of God this morning, I'm standing here. I want to encourage you all, the men of God that are preaching the gospel, that beware of the devil, beware of the works of the devil, beware of the provision of the devil.